Most things in life has a finish line, a point where you arrive, where you can say, I did it, I'm done, I got there. Photography doesn't have one of those, and I've been thinking about what that actually means. And I think if you ever felt like you're not progressing fast enough, this might reframe that for you. Hi, hello everybody, welcome back to a new video, hope you're all well. Think about the hobbies people pick up. Learning guitar. There is a point, years of practice, some calluses, a few songs you can actually play, where you can say, I know how to play guitar. You might not be Hendrix, but you know the instrument. Even painting, even writing, even cooking, there are milestones, there are levels. There is a version of you on the other side who has learned the thing. Photography doesn't work like that. I found a system, Micro Four Thirds, a visual language that switches between color and black and white, depending on what I'm trying to say. Slow and deliberate work. And I still cannot tell you that I've arrived anywhere. The finish line keeps moving. At first I thought it was just me, that I was maybe not serious enough, or not committed enough, or missing something that everyone else has figured out. But then, last week actually, I spent a full day out with Jan Töve, one of my biggest inspirations when it comes to photography. Töve has been working as a professional photographer since 1988. That's 4 years before I was even born. He's back working with analog mostly now. He still has a really nice Sony, I think it was A7 IV camera as well, but he prefers using analog. So we ended up talking a lot about developing, since I'm developing my own film here at home, or at least I'm trying to learn developing here at home. So I had a few questions for him. And at some point he told me, after nearly 40 years of professional photography, he still makes mistakes in the darkroom. Still learning how to push and pull to get different results. Still experimenting what the process can give him. I didn't say anything in a moment, but I remember thinking, okay, so it's not just me. And then I started thinking about it a little bit different. Because if someone like Jan, nearly 4 decades in, is still in that space of not quite knowing, still discovering, maybe that's not a failure of mastery. Maybe that's what mastery actually looks like. I want to give this idea a name, and I'm going to call it the moving horizon. In photography, the finish line doesn't disappear, it just keeps moving forward. Every time you get closer to where you thought you wanted to be, you can see further. New territory opens up that you couldn't see before. The more you learn, the more you discover there is to learn. The better your eyes get, the more you notice the ways it's still not quite sharp enough. It sounds exhausting on paper, but in practice, it's actually the thing that keeps you coming back. Because it means the hobby never runs out. Think about what it means for a creative pursuit. Most creative hobbies have some kind of natural ceiling. You reach a level of technical skill where the improvements become increasingly marginal, where the gap between where you are and where you want to be starts to close. In photography, that gap doesn't close, it changes shape. Because photography isn't one thing, it's landscape and street and portrait and macro and documentary and abstract and film and digital and flash and available light and color and black and white, and every single one of those is its own infinity game. You could spend a lifetime on just one. Most people spend a lifetime trying a few. None of them finish. That's the moving horizon. The reason photography is genuinely and structurally the best hobby. Now, people respond to this differently. And I've noticed there's roughly 2 types of photographers. There are the settlers, people who find a style, a system, a lane, and go deep into it. They commit, they refine, they become very specifically good at their particular thing. I'd probably put myself here. Black and white, philosophical, unhurried. That's my lane. And then there are the wanderers. People who never quite settle, who are always pivoting. Film this month, street photography next month, then portraits, then landscape. Every style is a new game to start. And here's the thing that took me a while to understand. Both of them are doing exactly the same thing. Neither is more serious than the other. Neither is more finished than the other. Because the settler, even inside a committed lane, is always discovering, always finding new problems inside the same style. I've settled and I still dabble. I'm still a beginner at things within my own settled practice. The lane is committed, but the lane is infinite. And the wanderer isn't undisciplined or scattered. They're just mapping different territories of the same endless country. Settler or wanderer, the horizon keeps moving. The hobby keeps reshaping itself around whoever you are right now. That's not the limitation of photography. That's the whole point of it. I want to say something here that I think is important, and maybe a little bit counterintuitive given everything I've just said. It's okay to put photography completely to the side. I work full time. I shoot on weekends when I can. Sometimes I don't even get that. Life fills the space. Work gets heavy, or people around me need more, or I just need to rest. And for a week, sometimes even 2, the camera doesn't come out. The hobby just pauses. And I used to feel something about that. I kind of low-grade guilt. Like I was losing momentum or falling behind some imaginary standard of dedication. But here's what I've come to understand. Because photography has no finish line, there is nothing to fall behind from. You can't lose your place. There's no place to lose. The hobby waits for you. And when you come back, and you will, the eyes start working again almost immediately. You walk outside and the light hits something and you feel it again, like it never left. Because in a way, it didn't. And I think that's maybe the most underrated thing about photography as a hobby. Not just that it never ends, but that it holds no grudges. You can come back after weeks away and it meets you exactly where you are. The horizon just keeps moving, whenever you're ready. Most pursuits demand something from you. They ask for your time, or your discipline, or your willingness to grind towards a fixed point on the map. Photography asks for none of that, and somehow rewards all of it. You can be completely settled, committed to a style, a system, a way of seeing, and still be completely unfinished. Those two things can be true at the same time. There is no certificate at the end. No level where the game is over. No version of you on the other side who has finally arrived. And I think if you ever felt like you're not quite there yet, that's not a sign that something is wrong. That feeling, that's the practice. That is it. I have my first physical exhibition coming up here in June, and for a long time I thought, okay, that's the finish line. But you prepare, you print, you hang the work on a wall, and someone who doesn't know you looks at it and either feels something or they don't. That felt like arrival. But the closer it gets, the more I notice I'm not thinking about the show. I'm already thinking about what comes after it. What project am I going to work on? Which I'm actually already kind of started. More on that in another video. But new questions the work is raising. Things the preparation is making me see that I couldn't see before. The exhibition isn't the end of something. It's just a higher vantage point. Jan Töve is still in it after 40 years. I'm still in it after 2. And I'm guessing you are too. That's the moving horizon. And honestly, that's why photography is the best hobby there is. So I'm curious, are you a settler or a wanderer? Have you found your lane, or are you still mapping the territory? And whichever one you are, have you made peace with the fact that you will never quite arrive? Let me know down in the comments, I always read them. Anyways, that's it for today guys. A quite philosophical video today. But I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, give it a like and consider subscribing. I appreciate it so much. But until next time, have a good day, evening, whenever you're watching this. Out!